Joined by head coach Justin Beachy from Messiah University men's volleyball. They just played in day 2 of the NCAA Division III men's volleyball championship in Salem. Coach, talk to us about comments from today's game.
That was a tough one. Carthage is really, really good. We were just talking, they don't really have holes. They're good at every position. So I thought, our game plan was, serve as tough as we can and try to get them out of system a little bit. I thought we did that pretty well early in the first set. And then our serving kind of slowed down a little bit late in the first set. And that was kind of the difference, because if they're in system, they're pretty much impossible to stop. At least with our size, we're not going to stop them. So yeah, I credit to them. They were really good. They passed well and were able to score, pretty much at will for most of that match. So that's a really good team.
I'm going to let the pros talk apples to apples here with you with Rob Winter and Glenn DeHaven. Gents, go ahead.
Justin, congrats on a great year. 4 years of varsity program. Talk to me a little bit about what NAT has meant to your program during that time and kind of how you got to this point.
Oh man, Matt's been huge for us. Obviously, I mean, he's, he and Ian were the only two that have played here for 4 years now under us. So those two have brought our program a really long way in 4 years. Matt's been a 3-year captain for us. We saw leadership abilities from him, as a freshman. And so he's been huge for us in just in developing the culture to where we wanted it to be. When you take over a new program, it's kind of, you start at the bottom and build your way up. And after 4 years, I didn't know if we'd be here by this point. So it's, says a lot about those two guys and their leadership abilities. I haven't even talked about his volleyball abilities yet, which, he's an unbelievable setter, unbelievable athlete. And he hit outside for the first 2 years for us. So, yeah, can't say enough good things about Matt.
Says a lot about you too, Coach. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Justin, it's been a breakout year for Messiah, putting your men's volleyball on a program on the national stage. You guys made that leap from good to great, but today you saw what a nationally elite program looks like, a contender every year. How valuable is that experience to be for your young returners, knowing that they're ready to take that next step? And what is it going to take for you guys to take that next step?
Yeah, I thought it was huge for us. I mean, as soon as we won that conference championship, we, turned to my assistant and said, like, this is going to be huge just to get this experience for our younger guys. We have 2 sophomore All-Americans that are going to come back for another 2 years. So to get the experience just to come down here at all was great. And then to win a match was huge, because then we got to go up against, the best of the best in Carthage. And so now we see what it takes. Size is going to be a little bit of a factor for us. We're small, but, we have a little bit more size coming in next year, which I think is going to help. So but I think just seeing it is going to be huge. And now we know kind of what it's going to take to get to that next level. So
as a member of your conference, take your time with that jump to elite. You guys can be as patient as you like.
I like it. Matt, question from you.
Yeah, one really broad question for you, Beachy. Congrats on just an awesome ride. I know it's been super exciting for the program and to be a part of it down here. But what's next? I mean, next year we're talking a little bit about jumping good to great. What's the floor of the program here moving forward?
I guess we'll see. I mean, we're losing 3 starting seniors, so that's holes that we have to replace. We have to figure out kind of what to do with some of those spots. But Jared Cool was our backup setter, and he was hitting on the right side all year for us. So we have a pretty good freshman class coming in next year that I think are, some of those guys are going to fill some of those holes right away. With Mason and Nate and Owen all being underclassmen starting for us, we have some younger guys who are going to step into some of those shoes as well. We lost Luke in our first match of the season, and he was going to start for us all year too, we thought. So that's another sophomore who has 2 more years. So a lot of young guys that are going to be big contributors for us moving forward. Add in a couple fresh faces that, like I said, are going to give us a little more size. That's definitely going to help. I'm just super excited about the future, but can't say enough about the guys that are here this year and where they've taken our program. So.
Well, Coach, we find it, we're privileged to watch programs like you get to this point and provide good ball for us to see. I want to thank you very much for joining us down here in Salem. Congratulations on the fine season.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.